All right, first and foremost, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well, and who is worthy to be counted for double honors. And peace and salutation to you brothers out there pushing this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and for the love of the gospel. All right, it's brothers from the Indiana camp come back here to you again with another camp. All right, just preaching the downfall of America. You know, and waking up the 12 tribes of Israel, which is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Bywords that people call them to this day. All right, Negroes, Jamaicans, Latin tribes, you know, Argentinians, Cubans, you know, and you other tribes. All right, these are all bywords. All right, that was prophesied that we were going to have. All right, that's not our biblical. That's not our biblical name. You're really Manassites, Naphtalians, Judites. All right, and together we're all Israel, right? Which means Yasharal in the pure ancient Hebrew, which means we're prince of power. All right.
This is 2 Timothy 4 verse 2. It says, "Preach the word, be instant, in season, out of season."
See, yeah, and there's a lot of you camps are going to start going in hibernation, man. All right, because why? It's starting to get cold outside. It's about maybe 30, maybe 35 degrees right now. You know, so this is like the hibernation for you, especially a lot of UIC members, man. All right, and you are really a lot of you camps, man. You know. I thought it was just on the it's a lot of camps that don't go out in the winter, man. All right? But the scripture says what? Be instant. The word instant means present, all right? In season and out of season. Right now we're going out of season, man. You've seen the leaves fall off the tree, all right? Plants are starting to die. Now in winter, it's actually noted that this is the time of death, all right? Because everything dies. You know, tree life dies, but bugs life. Certain bugs life die off.
Yeah.
You know, come back. What? Respawns back in the spring.
Yeah.
You know.
And the survival gets harder in the winter too.
Yeah, and the survival gets harder in the winter, man. Because you also got to worry about staying warm.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, "Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine."
Come, man. You know. So we're supposed to constantly be out here, man, no matter what. All right. So if you get some type of weak mind, like, oh man, the brother's talking about me, I got rebuked, hey man, nothing should deter you to come out doing this work, man. All right? Whether it be the elements or whether you get cussed out or whatever.
Yeah, I got Isaiah 58:1. It says, "Cry aloud, spare not."
See, spare not. So how you gonna do that from your computer, man? You know, spare not is what? Lifting up your voice like a trumpet and letting these people know that there's transgressions, man. All right, that you so-called white people are going into slavery, right along with you as so-called Africans, you Chinese, and you Japanese. You know, everybody that's not in Israel, they're going into slavery. All right, a perpetual long slavery. Okay, and you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, if you don't get right according to the scriptures and the love of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you're going to be destroyed right along with these heathens, man. Like Apostle Qatar says, that you two-thirds of Israel is going to get destroyed right along with Esau, man. It talks about if hand joining hand with the wicked not being punished. It talks about that in Proverbs. And then also it says in Isaiah, I want to say it's the 30th chapter, the 20th chapter, where it talks about them that trust in Egypt, man, you're like leaning on a broken reed, man. So you're going to get pierced right through with them, all right? Just like back in the ancient world, you had some men complaining and murmuring, wanting to go back into Egypt, man, because of the melons, all right? Because they had a decent life. All right, I bet you if the Lord came back and saved all this, you're gonna be like, damn, man, I had my Xbox, you know. Shit, old Tanisha down the shoes, finally go give me some ass now. You know, you gonna have men complaining again, man, because they have an okay life. Damn, I just got $500 on my food stamps. Lord, you couldn't wait another 2 days.
It says, Isaiah 58:1, "Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression."
Hey, what's another way of lifting up our voice like a trumpet, man? Also through the internet, man. Because the internet speaks loud. Hey, Apostle Gabar had made us sit down about 3-4 months ago. He said a big voice through a small crowd, man. All right? And what's that mean? It says what? These words we're speaking is heavy, man. They're the heaviest words that you can perceive on this planet Earth, man. But guess what? He's going to do it through a small crowd, all right? It's like a bullhorn, man. A bullhorn has what? A speaking part that you're speaking to it, but then what's at the other end? The other end is really, really wide.
Yep.
All right? Which means not only is it really wide, it travels, man, where a lot of people can hear it, all right? But guess what? All those words is coming from one little one little spot that's no bigger than your no bigger than your mouth.
Yeah.
All right.
It says, and Salaki says, and show my people their transgression and the house of Jacob their sin.
And that's the reason why we have to stand out here, man, boldly, man. Because we're also standing at an example, man. And some one person might see us in the winter and be like, damn, you gotta stand out in the winter. And you might see us back in the summer and be like, hey, man, he said, hey, man, I see y'all in the winter, man. Now y'all back there in the summer. What is this about? And he might get intrigued, man. And that could be a potential elect coming to wake up. But if you just see us taking off in the winter, like some of you camps do, then he ain't gonna think this is a serious thing. Man, he's, oh, well, you guys take off in the winter. You know, it can't be that serious. Because, you know, Jake is judgmental as fuck. You know?
I got, oh, if you don't got anything. Oh. This is the book of Luke, chapter 14. I'll just get straight to the point. Chapter 14, verse 23. It says, then the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. All right. It says, go out to the highways, the hedges, and compel them. Who's the them? The elect. So that's the point of coming out here and doing these sit-down videos, like the brother mentioned. All right, on YouTube, because what a small voice out of a small crowd could be heard loud.
Yeah, big voice out of a small crowd.
Big voice out of a small crowd. You got to come and compel them to what? Be bid into the marriage. Slaki, be bid into the supper, because it's a parable. For I say unto you that none of these men which are bidden shall taste of my supper, and that's these weak niggas, man. If they in GMS or if they in well, they go, of course they're gonna be in another camp, but if these men in the GMF not bid to the supper of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, they're not gonna taste the supper, you know, like the parable says. All right, you got 2 more lines if y'all ain't got nothing. And there, verse 25, and there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me and hate not his father, his mother, and his wife, and his children, brethren and sisters, yeah, his own life also.
Where you read it from? Because I think that word hate means just to love less.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean actually hate.
Yeah.
Like, Mom, I hate you. You know, type of.
It says it in Matthew's 10th chapter, he who put father or mother before me.
Before me, right? That's what it's
I
all
get
about.
it.
Just basically don't put your parents or anything
Yeah.
before the Lord. Where's that at?
I think it's Matthew's 10.
No, where you reading from?
Oh, this is Luke 14 and 26. I'll read this over. Luke 14:26. If any man come unto me and hate not his father, his mother, his wife, his children, and brethren and sisters, yeah, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
Right, and basically the word hate just goes into if you read the Strong's, because the definition they give goes off. It talks about hate, pursue with hatred. No, that's going off. But if you read the Strong's, it talks about to extension to love less. All right, which is hateful, you know.
I got that in Matthew's 10.
Okay.
This is Matthew's 10. This is to clarify. This is Matthew's 10 and 37. It says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
And it's crazy because I just did sit down about the thing that should, the only motivation that we need to preach this word, is having the love of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Just to be able to please our Creator, man, should be the only motivation that we need. All right, but the Lord also gives us other motivations as what? As far as a brotherhood, as far as like he'll never have us perish, he'll never have certain things. But our only motivation should be, well, I want to please my Creator, all right? And for you guys in GMS and you other camps, that should be your motivation, man. You know, how would you think the Lord feel about if you take the winter off, all right? Or if you half-step, you know? Like Apostle Tahar said, man, you're not half-stepping us, man. You half-stepping the Lord, man. He's gonna how can I say, get his just due, man. That means you're gonna have to pay back for everything that you didn't do, you know? The Lord requires certain things, and if you didn't do it, guess what? You're gonna have to pay for it, man, as a sinner.
As soon as my phone loads.
Because we have a job to do on this planet Earth, man. And best believe if you go to any of your jobs, even your worldly jobs, man, best believe if you don't do the job to the fullest, guess what? You're not gonna get paid. What was that y'all was talking to me about? What was it called? Incentives?
It's called incentives.
Incentives, yeah, man. Which is if you don't do your job, which is required of you, you don't get paid. But also, if you get an extra bonus if you do that more of your job,
Yeah.
man. Us in GMS, man, we're trying to get incentives, man. All right, if it be possible, you know, we're not trying to do just a bare minimum, you know. Oh well, you know, if this what it takes to get saved, then I'm gonna just do this, man. No, man, we're trying to do that plus some, man. That's why the Elder Apostle Tahar said, what? Let's do 3 videos a week, man. You don't see no other, you barely see other camps doing 1 video a week, you know. When YouTube was shut down, man, what camp? Matter of fact, and I searched. The only thing I put was YouTube shut down, and I see about 2 or 3 brothers from GMS sit downs come up, man. Nobody else's. No IUIC, no ISUPK, no POP, none of you other guys, man. You know, I only seen like about 2 or 3 GMS brothers sit downs came up when I just typed in YouTube shut down. So guess what, man? GMS is really flooding YouTube, man.
Yep.
You got over 1,000 brothers daily uploading sit downs, man. Day and night, man. Eventually, where it's not gonna be here, man. You're gonna have, and I won't be surprised when the Lord comes back, you know, and we finally get these extraterrestrial bodies, man. I'm basically gonna see how many videos have been uploaded to YouTube, if it be in the Lord's will, to see how ever since the apostles came on you, how many videos has been uploaded, man. I bet you it's gonna be in the millions, probably even the billions, man. You know.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 1. I'm gonna start at verse 25 to 27. It says, "Seeing ye have forsaken me, I will forsake you also. When ye desire me to be gracious unto you, I shall have no mercy upon you. Whensoever you shall call upon me, I will not hear you, for ye have defiled your hands with blood, and your feet are swift to commit manslaughter. Ye have not as it were forsaken me, but your own selves, saith the Lord."
Right, just like the Lord told Moses and Aaron in Exodus, man. They said what? They said they don't murmur unto you. They murmur unto, they're not murmuring unto you, but they're murmuring unto me, man. So they bypassed what because they thought they were just talking shit to Moses and Aaron. No, they were really talking shit to the Lord, man. And the Lord, and what is the Lord? Can you read that over?
Verse 27. 2nd Ezra 1 and 27.
Because it's go ahead.
It says, "Ye have not as it were forsaken me, but your own selves."
Right, man. So you're not forsaking nobody but yourself. Just like that, just like it says in the book of James, where it says, you like looking at the man in a looking glass, you know, saying that sin has. So can you get that?
I get it.
Because it's basically thinking like you trying to deceive somebody, but you're not deceiving nobody but yourself. Man.
I got it.
All right, you got it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Con, this is it's James 1 and 19. Work it. Looking glass. I think it's 1 and 19. All right, this is James chapter 1:19. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. For the wrath of man worketh not righteousness of God. Wherefore, lay part all faithfulness and superfluity of naughtiness." It's 1 and 20. I thought it was 1 and 20. It's 2 and 20. It must be 2 and 20. Right with his face in the looking glass.
All that hate me loves them.
Yeah.
That's in Psalm. Let me see.
Psalm
Psalm
38.
like 8 and 3.
Yeah, 8 and 36.
You found that looking glass yet?
No, I'm looking.
Like
Look, 2 and
try
10.
1 and 10. What does 1 and 10 say?
1 and 10. But the rich, and that he is,
Yeah. I think that's
that the rich that he is being made low because of. It says, made low because of the flower of the grass, it shall be passed away. Slovakia. I thought it was in. I was being presumptuous. I thought it was in 1 and 20 Slovakia. Yeah. It's 1 and 22 Slovakia. This is James 1 and 22. But ye but ye doers of the word, and not be doers of the word and not hearers only,
Yeah,
deceiving your own selves.
Exactly.
For-
deceiving your own selves, hearing the word, man. I mean, it's what you constantly staying, just hearing by it, man. Just constantly staying on the other side, just listening to the word, or not going out on the highways and byways, or not putting down sit downs, man. But you watch hella sit downs, you watch other brothers' work being done, but you just sitting there with your hands in your pocket, man. All right. Go ahead.
For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a.
Hey, because you gotta think, hey, it says it in Matthews and it says it in Ezekiel that these words we're speaking is actually very joyful to the people. People would love to hear these words we're speaking, man. It's why? Because we're naturally drawn to the Bible. All right. So if you find yourself just constantly watching, and I'm not saying don't watch videos. All right. Don't get that when I'm saying don't watch as many videos as you possibly can, but also put in your work too. You know, you can't just watch videos all day and just expect, oh well, Lord, that's part of the work, ain't it? Yes, you know, yes, you're giving diligence and you're showing that the Lord that you want to get edified. But guess what, man? You can't just sit there and watch videos all 24/7. You know, put in some work, do some work also, man. You know, because yes, it's gonna be lovingly here. You might say, oh yeah, that's right, brother. You going in, you brothers, and you might watch every live show. But guess what? The Lord goes, okay, where your work at? Where your work's at, man?
It says, for if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a looking glass. In a glass.
Yep.
All right. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was.
Right, man. Go ahead.
But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a fort, huh?
No, because if you're being a hearer, a hearer and not a doer, you're just looking in the looking glass and be like, oh well, that's the man of the Lord, and then go and walk, and then Bible text. Can you read it over?
God says, but whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty.
Go back to the
24 it says,
yeah.
If he beholdeth himself and goeth his ways, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was.
Hearers of the word.
23 it says, James 1:23, for if any man be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man beholding his natural face in a glass.
See, if you're being a hearer and not a doer, you're basically looking at yourself thinking yourself as a man of the Lord, but what you really are, man, you're just being how can I say
Being a pony, because you ain't
yeah,
changed.
exactly. Well, I wasn't looking for phony, I was looking for something else. But that's basically fraud. Basically, you're faking a funk.
Right, yeah.
You know? And then when you're looking at yourself and looking, because that's the only person that you're faking. That's the only person that you're faking. That person that you're seeing in the mirror glass, man. That looking glass is a mirror. So you're only faking yourself, man.
I got a precept.
Because yeah, you might hold a conversation with me about what the apostle put up. You might be able to hold a conversation with this brother what the apostle put up. But guess what? This brother might say, oh yeah, bro, but I'm gonna go ahead and do a semi-fact. I'm gonna do a response to that. And then I might tell you, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna talk about that at the live show. And you know where to be found. Or you know, your page ain't nowhere to be. And that's what the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yeshua is actually constantly pushing right now, man. Brothers to do their work, man. That's why that's why probably the reason the internet got shut down, man. It's like nothing. YouTube got shut down. Because brothers probably wasn't doing their work, man. You know? That was probably like a snap back into reality, man. That was probably like a slap upside the head, like, hey, get it together. And best believe I'm talking about myself before anybody else, man. Hey, man, I made a statement on the sit down I made this week. I said, oh, hey, your watch later list should be your watch now list, man. You know. And when I say watch, some of those videos you should be able to do response sit downs too, man. You know, or re-upload on your page.
All right, so 2 Timothy chapter.
Because you can't count on these other groups to do it. So guess what? If GMS ain't doing it, who will? You know? That's the way apostles are trying to get it, man. If we're not doing this, then who will do it, man? Because you can't leave it to IUIC, you can't leave it to HODC or HOI or these other groups, man. You leave it to them, we'll still be here for another couple of years, man. We'll still be here probably another 40 to 60 years. If you leave it to them, because they take breaks, they doing marches. Just look at the type of stuff these other camps doing, man. Do they really look like they really zealous to get out of this place? Come on now, be for real.
Doing boycotts.
Talking about boy.